For Tefe, it is 26 years.
In the last 5 years, Anita Among has had direct access to President Yoweri Museveni and other senior government officials.
Last week,
Because of her mobilization skills, she is perceived to have secretly blocked many engagements between opposition MPs and the president. It is not surprising, therefore, that when she stood for Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament, she received overwhelming support across the political divide, being voted in by 415 MPs out of the 529.
Good afternoon, Right Honorable.
Among formally assumed her office at Parliament today. In an interview with NTV, Among looks at her political experience both in the opposition and the NRM as critical in her new role.
I am going to be the bridge between opposition and the ruling government. Having come from opposition, you find I still have people who believe in me in opposition, and I also have people who believe in me in the ruling government. So for me, I cut across. I am a person who is a down-to-earth person. And second, I'm a very good mobilizer. And people, actions speak louder than words. People know what I can do.
Unifying Parliament is another task that she will deal with.
We shouldn't be like we're in National Theatre where people start fighting and that kind of thing. And we should be able to debate, to bring emotions to the House that affect the local person, that affect all Ugandans. It's not about, and we are going to be as non-partisan as possible. We are going to make sure that this country is run. Whatever we do is for all Ugandans.
Among who once served as FDC's deputy treasurer, before running on an independent ticket for Bukedea District Woman MP in 2016, and later joining NRM in 2020, had often been accused of being a mole when she was in FDC.
When I was in FDC, I never met the president. I only met the president after I joined the parliament as an independent. That's when I met the president. But not because I wasn't a mole in FDC. I wasn't. I was purely FDC, and I used to do FDC work. And when I joined the parliament, I still had, now I had to work with the ruling government. I had to work with the president. What implications?
Despite serving as the vice chairperson of the Parliament's Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, COSASE, and later on the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, some still look at her as a political novice.
I don't know whether there is a school for experience anywhere. And if it was there, then everybody would be going to that school. When I was joining COSASE, when they gave me a committee of COSASE, that was the same thing they said, Anita does not have experience. But I performed in COSASE, everybody, even a blind person in this country can see.
In the next 5 years, Among looks at a result-oriented parliament, with legislators focusing on service delivery in their constituencies.
We are actually supposed to take this parliament to the poor people, down there. If you're talking about issues of like the oversight roles in parliament, you're supposed to go down, the MPs are supposed to go on ground to see what is being done on ground. Other than debating in the House, you leave it on paper. You don't take it on ground.
She takes over from Jacob Olanya, who is the Speaker of the 11th Parliament. Herbert Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.